but what do you say to people that are like, this woman is delusional and she keeps doing the same shit over and over?
It's not the same shit, but um I mean, they're right. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent, a bitch gotta get her shit together and stop fucking up. Stop having your back against the wall and making bad decisions that may not come to light then, but might come to light later on, you know? And so like I'm the type to accept that. You know what I'm saying? I've accepted that I have made very bad choices, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
bad life choices eventually come back to bite you in the ass, girl.
They do
Take
always.
it from girl. Okay, I'm older than you. Listen to me. The
Yeah.
shit that you do, and you think, oh, I got away with it because you didn't get the consequences immediately, will come back and bite you in the ass in one form or another, eventually down the line.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
And I've just had such a
and you
major
know I
like
love you, Tish. I love
I
you.
love you too, Miss Mary.
I
You're
love
very
you.
you've had my back from the
But
beginning. You're gonna
you're
call me
getting
on my shit.
very hard to defend. Okay, and it's like, girl,
Yes,
please,
ma'am.
no more
I
mug.
could understand. I can
Can you
understand
promise
that.
me no more mug shots after this? Definitely
I
no
mean,
more
I miss I gotta go back and look and see.
bitch.
What I can say is, and I don't, and I've had a lot of fans say that they see a difference in my attitude in me. I don't really feel
Yes,
like I'm in
since
survival
Keith
mode
has
and
come home, I will admit that. Since Keith has come home, I've seen an attitude change in you. You're softer, you're calmer. Okay, he brings out that softer, calmer side in you, but you need to get your shit together. And you know I say this out of love.
I appreciate that. And I'm
I
gonna
say this out of
continue
love.
to try. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna continue. You know, I'm still healing, you know, from all of my trauma.
That day at the lake.
Okay, so we was due to start filming for the show Life After Lockup.
Right.
We are supposed to have cameras at our house in 2 days. I took every bit of my savings, which was like close to $4,000, and started putting it into the house. So when the cameras got there, they would see that we fixed the house up and done some things.
Right.
So we're 2 days out. We've finished the kitchen as far as painting one of the rooms, but we still have the living room and all the trim. She stays out all night with her friend Shantae, and I don't know where they're at. And then finally at 2 a.m., I find out that they're a block away from the house at a lake camping. So I go over there. I didn't get out of my car. I just like did a circle and I spun some gravel to let them know I was there, and I was pissed. And I went back
Right.
home and I went to bed.
Right.
I woke up the next morning to Chelsea loving on me, telling me, I'm sorry, I just needed to get away, some space, da 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 da. And I was like, I don't care. I was like, can we just get this house finished? We're going to have cameras at the house in 2 days. Can we just finish painting?
Right.
And she said, yeah, let's do it. Shantae will help. And I was like, great, let's get it done. So we start painting. We paint for roughly around an hour. And then Chelsea comes to me and she said, hey, we need to go check on Shantae's tent. So we'll be back in a few minutes. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I didn't think anything about it. But as
Right.
I'm watching them get ready, they're grabbing backpacks, grabbing things. And I'm thinking, no, they're not going, going to be gone 5 minutes. They're going to be gone for a while. So
Right.
I called her out on it. Dude, just let her go check on it. It's her tent. You stay
She's
here and
like
help
trying
me
to
paint.
sneak away, right? Yeah.
Right. So they leave. I got 3 paint roller pans laid out with paint rollers in them. And this paint is like $400 for a 5-gallon bucket. So I've got all this shit laid out, plastic, plaster tape, and they stay gone. It's pushing almost 2 hours. And I'm like, where the F are you at? And she's like, we're over here at the lake. I said, well, you need to get your asses back because this paint's drying in these pans. We need to get this shit finished. She's like, I'm not coming there while you got an attitude. And I was like, Chelsea, I'm upset because you're leaving while we're in the middle of doing this. And we're supposed to have
Right.
cameras here in 2 days. So I went over there. I was pissed. I pulled up. I walked up. She's sitting there nonchalant, smoking weed. I blooped on her. And I told her, I was like, I'm done. I'm fucking done with this dumbass shit. And her friend Shantae, she's all getting in the middle of it and everything. And then Chelsea stands up and gets in my face and starts yelling, no, I'm done. I'm fucking done. So I was like, fuck this. I'm leaving. So I got in my car, drove to the house. I was at the house for maybe an hour, and I heard boom, boom, boom. I thought, what the fuck? I walk out, it's the cops. He didn't let me say a word. He didn't let me give my side of the story, nothing. He just told me to turn around, place my hands behind my back. I was being arrested for domestic violence for choking Chelsea Gillum. And he said that there was witnesses that said that I choked her. And this man wouldn't hear me out or nothing. And I was like, dude, you're not arresting me. And he's like, yeah, I am. And I was like, you've not investigated this. He said, I've done all the investigating I need to do. I said, you've not even heard my story. And he was like, well, I've got witnesses, so I don't need to hear your story.
So did she have any marks or anything?
So in the statement, the police officer, he literally said, I observed Chelsea Gillum. Whew, it's bright. He said, I observed Chelsea Gillum's neck, and there was some red spots, but her neck's sleeved out with tattoos like mine.
Right, exactly.
And so they told him that I choked her, I ripped her necklace off of her, and I threw the necklace in the lake. Well, they showed him a necklace to take pictures of. So if I threw a necklace in the lake.
How did they have the necklace? Yeah.
Right. So this cop ain't even putting two and two together himself. He's just letting these women, orchestrate all this. So.
Right.
I go to jail. I've already been informed in my PO that this woman has mental problems. My light's going out. I'm just going to leave it out.
No, yeah, just leave it. Don't worry.
That she's borderline, maybe going to try some shit to get me locked up. And so whenever he comes to the jail, he said, I'm here to give you that fair chance we talked about. He's like, this happened. And he was literally about to put me on unsupervised parole because I had been doing so good. Right.
Right.
So he lets me out of jail.